After the Terramorph attack, Kyro Starwind gets the access code from the Deputy Chief McIntyre. McIntyre then tells him he needs 2 more access codes to get Terramorph research data, but it will be challenging. He has to get one from Radcliffe, a Freestar Collective ambassador, and one from Balmore, a House of the Room ambassador. Radcliffe was being difficult and was unwilling to give up the access code, so Starwind works with Radcliffe's assistant ambassador Cameron. He tells Starwind how to get access to Radcliffe's quarters without being seen. Turns out there is a dark secret that no one knows about when it comes to Radcliffe.
Agent detected. Patching in playback.
Son of a bitch! Cameron! Are you alright, Ambassador? It seems the Council of Governors has rejected my appeal to join. Again. Which means you and I are stuck in this colonial rat cage until we die. But I think we might need to. We should expedite the process.
What are you getting at, ma'am?
I mean, my requests keep being rejected because they don't want to add a seat, right? But what if one opened up? The mind and heart is what it used to be. It's not like anyone would miss him.
Eva, I think it's time to get some sleep.
Just think about it. Maybe we can reach out to some experts at that sort of thing, huh?
Good night, Eva.
Alright, so Kyro goes back to Radcliffe and tells her, "Oh yeah, I know your plans to get on top. I know exactly what you're trying to do, you slithering snake. Don't you dare try to hide it. I know what you're trying to do." But this was her reaction.
Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't play. I got evidence. I have evidence.
No. If the council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled.
Yeah.
Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The
Oh,
issue
heaven.
at hand is one of trust, no? So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can find a way to trust the UC with access to the archives.
Deal.
There you go. I hope that'll be enough to maintain your discretion.
So, Kyro takes the access code and heads off to the next objective. And that is talk to Balmore, the ambassador of House of the Room. Now, nobody knows exactly where he is. House of the Room is very mysterious. You know, they praise to a serpent god or what have you. But nobody has ever seen Balmore in the wild. So, this is where the story begins. Alright, so I'm finally here. This place is kind of eerie. I wonder what happened here. Somebody's on the intercom. Let's get to him and talk to him. Maybe he can guide us through this place. Alright, let's turn on the lights. Alright. Let's move forward. Gotta be on the lookout here. Make sure nothing just jump out on me. I don't trust it. Got a bad feeling being in here. Wow. That kind of scared me a little bit. Okay. Drop one. There's another one. Drop this turret. Okay. Reloading. Drop him. Shit. One's down. Here's another one. Man, they got me backed up here. I gotta get out of this corner. Dropped him. I think there's more around. I have to be careful. Keep my guard up. A turret. Two of them actually. Reloading. Alright, turrets are taken down. Alright, intercom and turn the lights on here. Alright. Damn it. These damn things are pretty tough. Reloading. Alright, he's down. There's another one. It almost seems like these things are going rogue. Alright. Now that one's down. Let's move forward. I think we're close to where we need to get to. I think we're about to meet with Balmore here once we turn this corner. Ah, here he is.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Right. Okay. I'll follow you.
Not
Let's
the
talk.
ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then... silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly?
Did you say something about spores?
Harmless spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls. And release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment. But I must know of the rest of the city. Does it still stand?
It's in a rough state, but nothing much was damaged.
Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this all clearly?
That's correct.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy. With little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
I most definitely will make sure lives are safe.
Well, then I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
So Balmore gives me his access code. At first, I was a little skeptical about the House of Varun, especially coming in this place, encountering robots like these that was like attacking, and the place was a mess. But So I went back to report back to McIntyre to let her know that I got the access codes. She particularly was surprised that Radcliffe had conformed and gave me the access code. So she was like, hey, how did you like kind of convince Radcliffe to give you that code? But I didn't want to expose Radcliffe and just let her know like, hey, Radcliffe is planning to kill somebody on the council, so that way she can like kind of take that spot in the Freestar Collective. So I kept that to myself, you know, just because I made a promise. So with everything, she was relieved and kind of basically arranged like a time schedule for me and the archival monitors so that I can go ahead, deploy the codes and get that research data and get it back over to Hadrian. You know, yeah, that was like a crazy adventure right there trying to do that. But anyway, let me go ahead and head over to the archive monitor and get this data.
We've been expecting you. Please
Oh, you have?
approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules.
Okay.
Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles.
Got it.
Once they are verified, I will open the door.
Okay.
Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units.
Gotcha.
Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
All right, so let's go ahead and insert the archival code. I'll start right here. Okay, that one's in. Let's go to the next one here, right across it, and the very last one here.
Verified. Unlocking. You may proceed, Captain.
Thank you. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here locked up, but we'll just go here and get it. All right, I got the research data. Now, let's go ahead and take this back to Hadrian Sinai.
Time for us to start getting some real answers and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
I made someone a promise to use this for good. Will you as well, Hadrian?
Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things right.
Plus, you don't need her word. We'll be setting up oversight alongside the collective.
Major, you may take possession of this data.
Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Should even be able to house its own cadre of independent observers. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Citizenship?
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me. All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
Remind me again, why should I become a citizen?
Well, only citizens can own property in New Atlantis. We also pay a discounted rate at any United Colonies merchant. And all citizens receive an ample credit disbursement upon joining.
That's all I want to hear. I'm ready.
Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
I will.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
I'll take it to my grave.
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Alright, so we're here. I wonder who is this mysterious stranger here?
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom.
Absolutely.
You and I should chat.
Okay. Allow me to take a seat here.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows.
Oh yeah?
You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
No. Can't say that I do know who you are.
I'm Francois Fanon.
What?